Good afternoon, Flosstube. My name is Mandy and welcome to my channel all about cross stitch. Today is Friday, October 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy what you see and you stick around and hang out. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone supporting. This is probably going to be like a super quick video. Leave it to me to love the stitch what you want when you want life. I've become semi-monogamous. I've gotten hooked on a project. I think what it is I see that I'm getting so close to a page finish. I still have probably at least 1,000 pages or 1,000 stitches to go, but I can't put the project down, so I haven't really had a whole lot to share. Sorry, I just realized I needed to grab something in here. I know the last few videos have been really short, but I don't have a whole lot to share when I'm only working on 1 or 2 projects. So one of these days, I'm sure I'll start stitching a whole bunch of stuff, but for right now, I'm all about this one particular project and I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not one to set all kinds of goals and plans and have to stitch on this only a certain amount of time or whatever. That's why the Sweewee life is for me. It just means that I don't always have a whole lot to share. But I think what I do have is fun. Let's dive into it, shall we? It's been 2 weeks since my last video. I think the last time I filmed was a Thursday. Notes. I do actually have notes. One thing I do want to say as a reminder, the YouTube channel name, if you are Amy Swiehart, SWIHRT, number 7283, would you please DM me with your mailing address? You won a giveaway of the Waffle Lot hands-on design charts. I don't have one in front of me because I mailed mine out, but a very lovely viewer reached out and said that they also had a copy, so I was giving away 2 copies. So Amy, please message me if you have not already. If you haven't seen, follow up with me. I'd like to be able to make that happen. So anyways, yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I've been stitching. I did participate in, actually I've participated in a few different pinball tournaments, one of which I finished dead last. I wasn't surprised. It was the way the evening was going. It was fun though. Another one though was hosted at a friend's house and I was doing so good through so much of the day. It came down to whether like there was some trophy giveaways that so there was like the top so many people, well then there was like a secondary category, and there was a 5-way tie for 3 available positions and I lost out on that tiebreaker. These trophies were amazing, so it would have been so cool to actually have been able to win one, but I didn't. But still, it was fun. Got to hang out with some really great friends, and yeah, so that's about all that's been going on with me. Working, stitching, a little bit of pinball here and there. Was it last Saturday? Yeah, I think it was last Saturday, 9:30, on a whim. I decided, I'm talking 9:30 p.m. On a whim, I decided I was ready for a new start. Not really sure why, it was just random. I looked over and saw the chart sitting there and I wanted to start it. We are talking about the woodpecker. This is number 9 in the Year in the Woods from Cottage Garden Samplings. I love this design. I cannot wait to be able to stitch all that red because that is so pretty. And where I started at, it won't take long because we are right there. I feel like the fabric's kind of not quite Judah. I guess maybe it is. Pretty neutral. Why can I never remember the name of these fabric colors? This is a Bestitch Me 16 count. They had a packet of, not a packet, it was a bundle of 4 colors that were very much like the called for in the pattern. Brandy dyed out her own ones. They're slightly different, but definitely enough to make it worth. So it's one of those, I am planning on stitching 3 on this for the fall. I don't have the color way right in front of me. I will try to remember to put that in the comments. It is all rolled up, but the further we go to the right side, the more mottled it's gonna get. So this is just one color. This is literally 2 nights worth of stitching. So the beak will be coming off of here. So that's the eye. And that's where we're at on the woodpecker. So this will be the second Year in the Woods pattern that I have started since I finished, as I have already finished Bald Eagle. This will be the second one. So far behind on that series, but that's okay. They'll get stitched eventually. Try to stay somewhat organized here. And the next piece, not going to be a whole lot of difference on this one, if I can find it. There it is. But this was a great piece to work on. I was sitting on a very lovely stitching Zoom call, and 3 hours of just sitting there chatting, and this was the perfect piece to do as a fill-in. So it is out of the Emma Congdon Cross Stitch for the Soul book, and this is the piece. When it rains, look for the rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. I love this design. So love this piece. And here we go. So I think since the last time I shared it, because I know this was in the last video, I finished out the raindrops. I did the outline of the cloud, a little bit of the corner, and then, like I said, fill-in wise, I started filling in that cloud. So got a little bit more ways to go, but it's getting less the more I'm moving up because, you know, getting more narrow. So that's where we are at here. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count, color in cotton in the color Ozark. I love this green. I don't know if it's a color that's still readily available or not, but I love this color. So I should look into seeing if it is. Love color in cotton. That's zero. I don't have my iPad handy. There it is. Can you tell that I was not ready to film? What it is last night, before I went to bed, I had my projects stacked right here as far as what I wanted to share, but I literally had nothing else. Okay, so here's the last piece that I have to share and what I have become just absolutely, completely obsessed with. We are talking about Mini Which Way. Darn it. Molly Anderson, Chartered by Heaven and Earth. I will most definitely make sure to put the artist in the box below. I want to say it's Molly Anderson. Why can I not keep that in my brain? I'm still just obviously up in the upper right hand, no, that's the left hand corner, but I've got some exciting stuff to share. I'm so loving this piece, if you can't tell. So a couple nights ago, I was focusing on this moon because that is confetti. In such a small area, there was probably 10 or 12 different colors. It was literally stitch 4 stitches, change colors, stitch 2 stitches. Now you got to change colors. But I was loving it. So I love how it turned out. This is definitely going to be a lot more confetti again. So when I'm in the mood, I'm going to have to sit down and just start stitching. Great thing about Pattern Keeper is it highlights all of the symbols for you, so you can pick a color, just stitch them all, grab another color, stitch them all. Whereas when I used to use paper patterns, it was always so easy that I would think that I'd get them all, put their color away, grab another color, and all of a sudden there's stitches that you forgot. So love Pattern Keeper for that. So I really wish that I could do the side-by-side, you know, before and after pictures and all that. Might need it before I lose it. I gotta figure out if I can edit it in, because I would love to show just how much I truly got finished on this since I shared it last time. I want to say I'm right around 3,000 stitches, if not more, of what I've done. So it's just basically I've filled in all of this, all of that, working down here. The page finish is, I'm close to, not page finish, but bottom of the page is somewhere right around in here. I haven't gone too far past it. The page finish over here vertically is, I've gone way over, because it's just one of those things. If I've got the needle, if I've got thread on the needle still, I'm going to keep going as much, you know, as far as I can. This is an 11-inch Q-snap, and so I just want to be able to keep stitching as much as I can. I'm not worried about where the page breaks are too much. 16 count white Aida, 2 strands, full cross. All my full coverage pieces are on this. Adorable little needle minder. I've got some fun needle minders to show you. I'm all about the fall stitching ones right now, so yeah, and that is it. I've got to say that everybody who is starting the Haunted House by Donna Gelsinger today, I've got such FOMO. Oh, I want to stitch that piece so bad, but it's gonna be massive. Jessie Marie shared a photo of her material on her Instagram stories last night, and I'm sure she's using the 25 count. I think that's what she uses. And even on 25 count, this thing is going to be so big. But then first thing this morning, I saw that she had already gotten started on it. She had the first square done, and oh my gosh, I'm going to love that piece so much. But I'm holding out. I'm sure somebody has already requested a mini. If I don't see it soon, I'll probably just request it myself. As soon as it comes out as a mini, I'm most likely going to be jumping on getting that the second that I see it's available. I was doing some looking because of how big this piece is, wondering, and you know, detailed and all that. They say that when Heaven and Earth recharts their designs into minis, that they lose about 30% of the detail. And so I was looking to see, you know, would this piece be good as a mini? Because there's some designs out there, like Amy Stewart bookshelves, as amazing as those pieces are, they just don't look good as minis. There's so much packed in that things become blurry, in my opinion, on those. You just don't really get a whole lot of the detail on something that detailed. So I was looking at the houses. Well, Randall Spangler has some houses already, like a Village bookstore, kind of like a vintage house, and I think Trick or Treat house, right? He's got his own line of houses that there's minis available. And looking at the mock-ups, I don't see that there's going to be any kind of issues with details. So I imagine this Haunted House from Donna Gelsinger will look just as good as a mini. Oh, the thing about stitching the regular size that's available right now, I would actually have to go down to a I usually always use 16 counts. I would have to go down to an 18 count just to be able to buy a piece of material that it would fit on. Which 18 count isn't bad. I can stitch on 18 count. I haven't yet for any of my full coverages. But I think that massive of a piece, that would be a big deal to have to suddenly retrain my eyes to do that kind of stitching on a smaller count of material. But I love the design, and I'm so going to enjoy everyone's updates on it. I hope there's lots of people who are starting it today, and one of these days I hope I can be able to jump in with you. Alrighty, a couple little bits pieces of haul. I ended up with the, let's see, we're in October, so September fabric of the month from Bestitch Me right after I filmed last time, so I'm sure everyone has shown it already. This is a neutral. It is called Boneyard. Beautiful. No clue what I'm going to put on this yet. Wow, I didn't realize how mottled that area was. This is the first time I've actually, like, unfolded it all. No clue what I'll put on that. That dark of modeling, though, is screaming haunted. Something Halloween-wise. I don't know. we'll figure out something at some point. And speaking of needle minders, these again also came just after I finished filming the other day. I think they actually came in on Saturday. Something. But now they're stuck to each other. Trying to make it so magnets don't go flying. So I got these from Gina's Unique Needle Minders on Facebook. My absolute all-time favorite needle minders. We've got this stunning crow with the jack-o'-lantern. And then we've got this spooky, spooky house. Hope that's focusing. That one is so cool. I love that gate and that arch. And then this one's going to be a little difficult to see. It's kind of stuck. Witch's Brew. So we've got a Witch's Coffee House. I don't know if that's getting into focus or not. That one was really cute though. And then just a girl who loves books. And look at that face. It's a skull. And then I don't know if you can tell, but there's like bookcases right in there. So those are my newest needle minders. I love them. They will definitely be getting put on projects soon. I am out of space on where I store my needle minders. I need to come up with a bigger like metal sign or something at some point. Something that I can just tack all those on, because the two that I have are completely maxed out. I've started using, you know, the metal rolling carts. Usually a lot of people use them for book carts or craft carts. Michael sells them. They come in different colors. The top shelf has a bunch on there because of course it's metal. So I'm definitely running out of the space to put my needle minders, but I love them and I love collecting them. So couple little plans. I don't know exactly when I'm planning to start this one. I still have to pull material and floss. But I do want to stitch this for Laura, Stitching by the Shore, for her pumpkin B-Day sale. I love this little black kitty. And it is called Fall Black Cat from Stitches and Needs. I bought this, I don't know, some time ago from Stitches and Things that was in Fenton, Michigan, who is now closed, and Deb is enjoying retirement. I know that much. But I loved the shop. And so I was just flipping through. She had her charts organized in banker's boxes by subject matter. So there was just a box with all kinds of different animals, cats, dogs, birds, whatever. Like each animal was then sorted in. So I was going through the cats and I spied this, and hello, black cat. We had to have it. It does call for DMC and overdyed. I will probably just figure out the best DMC colors. I don't think there was a conversion when I looked at it. And of course, when I put it back on here, I flipped everything back around. I don't think there was any conversion, so I'll just figure it out myself. But it won't be hard to find some good fall colors for those leaves and pumpkin and all that good stuff. It is going to be a lot of black for that cat though. The cat is solid, the pumpkin is solid. If you know me at all, you know that this is me though. Black cats, you can see on my diamond painting there. She's of course on the bed sleeping. I have a black cat. Her name is Stitches. If you haven't seen her before, she's adorable. She cracks me up. She keeps me well entertained. Earlier, she was chasing her tail on the cat tree. She was here on the couch chasing it. Like, she's crazy in the best way. So I will be planning to start that at least sometime this month. I don't know exactly when though. But then because today is October 13th, we need to stitch on spooky stuff. So here is I've got it all. Halloween Quakers, Lila's Studio, excuse me. So I do have this divided up to try to get it finished by July of next year. And so I want to get my October portion stitched. I don't know where I'll go. I'm assuming probably the like Quaker motif that's gonna be right here. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count. Picture this plus in the color J. J-A-Y. No clue if that's still available or not. that is my plans for this evening. I think that's as far as I know for plans, is working on this. And of course, you know I'm going to want to get that page finished for this one. I'm so close. You know, big spot right here, a little bit over here, some confetti. I'm obsessed. Did I even say the name of this piece? Minnie Which Way? I know I was struggling with the artist name, Molly Anderson. Minnie Which Way, if I didn't say it already. I'm so flustered today, apparently. No clue why. I'm on my lunch break. I should probably go find some grub. Gonna have to get logged back in a little while, but still got half an hour at least. Get this uploaded. It's a quick one. What can I say? I don't have a whole lot to share at the moment besides, you know, a couple pieces that I've been stitching on here and there. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're getting lots of stitching time in. Happy Dark October, Friday the 13th stitching. It culminates today. I know lots of people love the Halloween stitching, which honestly, Halloween stitching is probably one of my favorite topics to stitch. Not sure why. It's not like I go all out decorating for Halloween. I don't trick or treat. I don't have little kids, you know. There's just some amazing, adorable designs like this. I love this piece. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just rambling now. Hope you're doing well. Keep stitching on what brings you joy, and we'll see you next time.